This session is about using the Enneagram with others, and then we'll be doing a little bit on using Myers-Briggs with others. And as you may remember, Enneagram is all about character and motives. And we talked about how to use it for yourself, and now we're going to be talking about how to use it with other people. It's going to be very practical and very helpful to you with your intentional one-on-one meetings. So starting this session and all the way through to the end, you're going to be having intentional one-on-one meetings where you will be asking them this question: how have you been interacting with God lately or not? Now, that question I know is ambiguous, and you can go several ways, and that's what makes it work. It's the how. In other words, what kinds of things have they been doing? Do they go on walks with God? What does their prayer life look like? There's the what. What kinds of things do they think they're hearing from God? And then there's also the not. They're not interacting with God, as a matter of fact. And in that case, you just go around kind of sideways and say, well, if you were to interact with God, what do you think? Or you can go right to the sideways questions that we've been talking about in the last two sessions, because those questions will generally tell you how they've been interacting with God, but they just don't know it. So to prepare for this week, it would be good to review the Enneagram materials from Gathering 2, and especially just across the board now, not just for yourself, but to look at the passion and the virtue, what the trajectory is for each one, and note the Enneagram type of the people you're meeting with and how that might affect things. If you haven't taken a Myers-Briggs type indicator, it would be good to do that, and then to note the Myers-Briggs of the person you're meeting with. It will be different, and I'll explain a whole lot more about that, because that will tell you generally what kind of spiritual practices work best for them. So these two tools will just be things that come alongside you as you continue to just listen, and love. So I will be praying for you in the middle of all of this.